Hi, Dan Fontaine, Fontaine Network, fighting communism one day at a time. And before I get started, you ever had a week with too many Mondays in it and it's already Tuesday? Kind of had an adventure today, so here I am to give the second part in a four-part series about choosing an opportunity and what sort of things to look for from a company. And what I'm talking about in this series is core values. You know, what are the company's core values? And of course, what are your core values when you begin to work your own business, create your own business, or if you have one already, do you have your core values written down and listed? What I talked about yesterday was the very first core value of the company that I'm with, Empower Network, and that was service to others. And just exactly why the company's in existence, just what's behind everything that they do. Well, I'd like to talk about the second two, 3, and 4. And today, the core value number 2 is open, honest, constructive communication. How important is that to you as an affiliate, as a customer? And the first part of that is open communication. They have nothing to hide, not ever. And they talk about unless the situation is personal in nature and requires confidentiality, they're always open and transparent at all times. This end of January, there was a mastermind seminar that an awful lot of the very successful members in Empower Network were in a mastermind at a huge mansion in Florida, and it was webcast to those of us that also wanted to participate. And we learned some of the stories behind the story that I certainly didn't know about, what had happened within the company over the last a few months, or the last year or two, and how they came to the point that they're at and the directions they're going. And one of those directions is to print out or create and print out the core values, how important that is going to be now from this point forward in making sure that the direction of the company, any decisions made, are consistent with the core values. So open communication is part of that constructive communication. Honest communication, basically an OBS zone, and they're not going to overpromise or under-deliver. So they're going to follow the law at all times, which I know they do, and in a way that it's constructive for sales and culture. Everything that they've done, to my knowledge and my experience, has been, you know, if I have a question, again, unless it's personal, I'll get the answer. The final portion of the number 2 is constructive communication. This whole company is about teaching and education and helping us build a business, offering us products to utilize not only as instruction and training for ourselves, but as products for people to purchase or utilize in their own business, especially in the internet and social media marketing area. So constructive communication, how they can offer solutions, and that they respect everybody, whatever level, whether they're brand new or have been with the company for a while, or really very successful individuals. So that constructive communication is very important. So that was open, honest, constructive communication, number 2. Number 3, conscientious generosity. And by that they mean that Empower is a giving culture, that before profits are taken, they give first. You will never find, or you won't find at this moment, I don't believe, any company that has a compensation plan close to what Empower does for the affiliates and its members. It's designed for us to get a fast start, to become profitable, you know, as soon as possible. And they give these benefits not to weaken us or make us become dependent, but because it's in the culture to help provide us with opportunities towards our goals, especially if they're financial. And tying in with that conscientious generosity, I think, is leadership. That's number 4. We believe in leading by example. We do not ask others to do what we don't do, and we follow the expectations we set with others and follow through on their commitments. Again, the no BS zone. They understand that to be successful in this business anyway, and in most businesses, you need to become more of a leader than an employer. And leadership in my situation or with Empower Network is helping others, guiding others, teaching others, directing others in a positive way to the training, the education, the products, any of the nuances that I've learned and can share, or to others within the company that have greater knowledge than I do. That's leadership. Being a boss is more of a directing, in my experience, and telling people what you'd like them to do or what you want them to do. So being a leader, leading by example and leading by guidance and positive input. So those are the 4 core values so far that we've talked about: service to others, open, honest, constructive communication, conscientious generosity, and leadership. So something to consider when you're looking at an opportunity, a company, even individuals that you'd like to do business with or you're considering doing business with. Look into a company's core values. Ask them for them. Ask them, for some sort of statement of those values or their principles. Find out. Do they even have them written down? Something to consider. At any rate, hopefully your day has not been a second Monday. And this is Dan Fontaine, Fontaine Network. And tomorrow we'll talk about the next 3 of their core values and how they've committed themselves to following through with these values. So have a great evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks very much.